What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, we're going to be going ahead and sitting back and talking about the brand new update that dropped into Battlefield 2042, all of the new content, and personally why I think that this live service method that they have going on here with this game and how they're communicating with us, producing content, all of the above is just 10 trillion times better than how Call of Duty is handling their titles. And like I said, I'm going to put into perspective for you guys literally how down bad Modern Warfare 2 actually is right now. Again, if you only play Call of Duty, it's hard to see, but when you start branching out and seeing the actual content that you can, get, the experiences you can have, it's truthfully a night and day difference. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and hop into the topic of today's video, I do want to mention, yes, indeed, today is going to be the brand new season for Modern Warfare 2. Of course, as you guys know, since I make my videos the day before, I'm going to be prioritizing this Battlefield video, but today I will be live streaming over on my Kick channel, the brand new season. So if you do want to see my live impressions, live and in action, then by all means go down into the description of this video. The Kick channel should be down there along with my Twitch channel as well, because we're still streaming over there. And of course, if you want to see my full opinion of Modern Warfare 2 Season 3, then by all means make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. The video will be out tomorrow, and of course I'm going to be diving deep into details on other things covering Call of Duty, Battlefield, other FPS titles. So if you enjoy what you hear in today's video, then by all means don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now just very quickly, I do want to mention the game mode before we dabble in everything else, like I said, that came with this season, and all the other cool things that I enjoy that just absolutely knocks Call of Duty out of the park every single time they update it. But I do want to mention that sadly, I can't get any footage of the new game mode. I recorded like 3, 4, 5 different matches throughout my whole live stream. 5+ hours, none of them worked. I went back and I watched the live stream, and for some reason, when I stream and record the one game mode, it lags. But if I stream or record Breakthrough or Conquest or anything else, it doesn't stutter. It did the same thing to me when the that whatever game, I forget the game mode, but it was like only tanks and stuff like that in Portal. When they added that game mode, I couldn't. Every new game mode they add into the game, for some reason, it just lags really bad on footage. If anybody knows how to resolve that, I'd appreciate it a ton. I've been doing tons of research, but I just can't. It makes no sense. Tell me how that makes any sense. It doesn't to me. And then I hop on after stream. I tried for 2-3 more hours trying to freaking get gameplay of this mode, and I tested it too. I tested it in Breakthrough. I tested it in Conquest. Those work, but the new mode can't be recorded. So sadly, I can't showcase it for you guys. But I'm sure you guys have already saw the game mode, or you played it for yourself. It's 8v8, and the best way I can describe it is it's a mix of cyber attack and demolition from Call of Duty. For obviously any Call of Duty heads out there, there's multiple different sites that you have to go ahead and attack. It has the cyber attack feeling because, you're bringing around the EMP thing and you have to plant it on certain sites, but it's like demolition because obviously one team has to attack, the other team has to defend, then there's a halftime and you rotate, then you have to defend, the other team attacks, so on and so forth. Honestly, I think it's really cool. We have had some smaller scaled, game modes for Battlefield, like Rush, for example, that have popped off. But realistically, we don't really have anything else that really pushes for Battlefield, especially more in a competitive way, I guess I should say. And, for more infantry-only combat, it's cool in those aspects. But I'll be honest with you, is it something that I'm going to play a lot of? I don't know. Again, like I said, I think a lot of people who take the game a little bit more seriously, a little bit more competitive, are going to love this mode. It's very team-based. Like I said, you can get 2 different, squads of 4. It's only 8 people on each team, and you could just go at it. I think it's going to be great for that, but for anybody else who's like me personally, I just love the large-scale battles of Battlefield, Don't get me wrong, smaller battles are always enjoyable, and I still love that type of stuff in Battlefield at the end of the day, but when I go to Battlefield, I'm always either in, Conquest or whatever game mode that is like, Breakthrough or Rush. That's always what I go towards, I don't mind my vehicles in the mix, I don't mind, I love a bunch of infantry running around everywhere, I just love the chaos that Battlefield produces. So it's not as much chaos in this mode, and I'm sure they're not going to add any more players because, like I said, I think they want to keep the game mode as compact as possible. I'm fine with it. Honestly, if this doesn't stay a limited time mode and they make it permanent, I think there will be a decent amount of people who will enjoy that. And I guarantee for the competitive side of Battlefield as well, they would probably pick up this game mode extremely quick. But again, like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't really affect me. It's something new for Battlefield, but it's not going to be something that I probably main with the majority of my time. But moving over to the rest of the content throughout this whole frickin' update here. Like I said, I'm amazed. I'm just simply amazed about how the Battlefield community, we get content basically weekly. We get stuff weekly. Okay, I mean, whether it's different portal weapons, old school weapons being added into the actual game itself, or other portal weapons being added into all-out warfare, the overall mix of the game, so we can get some more fresh content into the mix, even though, it's older, but it's still something new to play around with. Updated game modes, rotations from Portal, from actual people who have, are actually trying to create whatever they can create in Portal, because you don't have that much freedom to begin with compared to something like Forge, but, they still have community, rotations going on in Portal to advertise what people have made, so that's pretty awesome. They just are so much more intact with their community. They also just released, once again, another podcast, because they do have a podcast that's on a constant rotation where they are literally telling us what's going on, like straight up what's going on behind the scenes. They're updating certain specialists, or they're updating different game mechanics. They're doing this, they're doing that, like core changes that the community wants to know about. They will talk about all of this stuff happily, and they give it to the whole community to listen to. These things are just, like I said, this is how you work with the community to make a better game. And as we all know, when it comes to Season 3 for Modern Warfare 2, they're adding in the Black Cell version of the Battle Pass. So, they're upcharging the Battle Pass to try to get more money out of it since, we all boycotted Season 2. But, of course, a lot of the community has been saying, including myself, that the best thing to do would just be to give the content for free, just like how we had it back in the day. We're paying for a nowadays $70 plus product. There's supposed to be stuff that we should be getting in the product itself, right? You would think so, but they charge for everything. Well, guess what? In Battlefield 2042, I have not bought a single Battle Pass once. I paid for the $100 edition, and if you got the premium edition of the game, you get every Battle Pass for free. It is the best thing in the universe because I can save up all the points that I get in the Battle Pass, and I can actually get stuff in the store. I know it might not be consumer friendly for EA, but they have not made pretty much a dime from me because all of the skins I've gotten have come from actually, the in-game currency from the Battle Passes. I just grind through the game. They get my playtime at least. I think that's the whole point. They want your playtime, and they're getting my playtime, and they're getting it in a perfect way because I'm being rewarded for doing so. Compared to the Battle Passes, in Call of Duty, where once again, you're going to want to save up your COD points in the first place because, you want to be able to get the next Battle Pass, so you don't want to waste them on anything in the store because then you have to cough up, 10, 11, 20 bucks out of your own pocket to go ahead and get it. And then on top of that, the upgraded version of the Battle Pass, they're not even going to allow you to use any COD points you have saved. So if you have COD points that you got from any of the Battle Passes, you can't use that towards the Black Cell bundle. You have to use your own cold, hard cash. It's ridiculous. In this update right here, this isn't even a main update for Battlefield 2042, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a mid-season little event where they throw in a brand new game mode or something and they, have cosmetics and stuff run through the store. But they have a whole brand new Battle Pass just for this little tiny event, which gives you, 2 fire cosmetics already for free, a banging AK cosmetic, which I'm using, currently, even though it's not in the gameplay, because like I said, I can't record, sadly, because the game hates me. But the AK skin is gorgeous. There's a Pikes, I always forget her name, but whatever her name is, they have a new skin for her, and it's really good looking. Like I said, they are constantly giving you stuff to work towards. They aren't putting stuff in the game to open up your wallet. They're putting stuff in the game to get your playtime. And because they're doing that, people are more willing to cough up money, and EA is getting stuff out of their cosmetics. They are getting stuff out of the store. You know what I'm saying? They are getting money, but it's only because they are treating the community in a way where they think, you know what? I've been given so much stuff, and it's good stuff too. This isn't mediocre Call of Duty crap, because let's be honest here, all the free stuff you get in COD is horrible. I have not used one. Everybody always tells me, every time I stream and I have a new package on my screen, they're like, oh, you got to get your free packages. Get it. Come on, it's free stuff. And I'm like, it's going to be, I've never used anything they have given me in COD for free because it's all bad. And then I always end up looking, I'm like, okay, yeah, again, I'm not using this. It's never anything good. But in Battlefield 2042, every single time they add in a new free Battle Pass tiers or something like that, or new free mid-season events and stuff like that, a new live, whatever it is, new things that they just chuck in weekly. Like I said, it's weekly stuff like this happens. There's always free stuff to obtain that is worth your time. You look at that and say, oh my God, I have to get on the game. I have to play because that free piece of content looks fire. That is the stuff that we need in Call of Duty, but they won't take that step. Like I said, Battlefield will. I'm telling you, this game, it might not be the best Battlefield game ever. And honestly, it might go down as one of the worst Battlefield games out of the bunch. But is it a playable game now? Yes, it is very playable now. it is definitely worth some of your time. Like I said, I invest a lot of time into it because it's actually pretty enjoyable. And their cosmetic system, their live service system, whatever you want to call it, their way of selling stuff in their game is perfection. The way they manage it is even, simply perfection. It is great. I mean, down to even the store itself. You don't even have to buy a full bundle. Let's be real. The majority of the bundles in Call of Duty, you don't want everything in it. It's filled with absolute junk. You just want, basically maybe 1-2 skins out of the overall bundle. Some of them are pretty good, I'll be honest. Well, not Modern Warfare. I gotta be honest. The art team kind of slacked in Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2019 had better bundles. But at the end of the day, yeah, there might be some bundles that are worth the whole package. But usually you find 1, maybe 2 things that you want, and then they charge you $20, $25 to get everything in there, even though you just want one thing. Well, in Battlefield 2042, again, like I said, they added new stuff in the store, and guess what? There's bundles. You can get stuff grouped up, but if you don't want to, you can buy the items individually. If you just want a character skin, you can get the character skin. If you just want a weapon skin, you can get the weapon skin. It's like I said, it's outstanding. And pair that with not having to purchase battle passes and being able to save up my points, all the things in the store are super cheap because I'm not buying bundles. I'm getting the one thing or the 2 things I want out of a bundle and calling it quits. Well, at the same time, I'm grinding the game, stacking up points. I'm telling you guys, it's insane. Battlefield, this is one of the main reasons. It's 2 reasons, honestly. Skill-based matchmaking as well. The lack of skill-based matchmaking in this game is gorgeous. It's such a casual experience. But not just that. That's not the only thing that pushes it ahead of Call of Duty. But like I said, it's the live service system of this game. It's rough when it comes to getting maps and content and stuff like that into the experience, but when they're on a roll, they have the most consumer-friendly system. There's 8 more weeks left in this battle pass, 8 more weeks left in the season. I'm done the battle pass. I'm literally done. And that's not, I don't play the game. Anytime after I'm done streaming or making my content for YouTube, I'm done. I don't touch it, so it's not like I'm putting in stupid hours into the game all the time. I usually hop on, I do my weekly challenges, and then maybe I'll hop on, a few times, maybe a couple more times that week, but that's it. I'm not putting any more than maybe 3, possibly 4 days in a week into Battlefield 2042. I would say usually 3 days, okay? So 3 out of 7 days. If that's what you got, and you can do your weekly challenges each day, by the middle of those weekly challenges, you'll probably be able to get through the battle pass. I did. And a lot of the people that I know have gotten it done before me. It's just, I didn't even complete the Modern Warfare 2. It's impossible. It truthfully is. And like I said, this is coming from Battlefield 2042, where I barely even touched. This is coming from back in the day when I didn't touch it, when the game was bad. When the game was horrible, you couldn't even load it up without it glitching and bugging you out. When I wouldn't even touch it. I would literally only get on just to do my weekly challenges, and I could still finish the battle pass without having to put in any legit playtime, just enough playtime to finish the challenges, and I could still complete it before the season ends. Modern Warfare 2, I could barely finish the battle pass. I didn't finish the battle pass for Season 2, and of course it doesn't matter because I didn't end up purchasing it. Like I said, we all, revolted against it, but at the end of the day, I was still trying to complete it. It's still free stuff in it that I can unlock without paying for it. There's free COD points in there that you can get without paying for it. So shoot, I'm going to get my COD points, I'm going to get my stuff out of it. So I've been trying, but my God, it's a hustle, and they have no ways to grind it. There's no consumer-friendly paths. There's no challenges besides stupid XP challenges for your stupid rank because they don't give you the prestige system because they're freaking ridiculously stupid to think that a freaking seasonal system is the way to manage your ranks in COD. It's stupid. There's not been 1 year where the community said, oh my God, this seasonal system is just banging right now. No, we've always asked for the prestige system back, and they won't give it to us. And then, of course, the XP that you can get, the weekly challenges that you get, don't go towards the battle. They go towards the freaking XP of your level, which means nothing in COD nowadays. Nothing in COD nowadays. It's a waste of time. Like I said, they're so behind now. Soon they're not going to even be able to catch up. Because it's not just Battlefield, it's a lot of games out there that are 10 trillion times more consumer-friendly. Even Halo Infinite has a better system. Way better system for their battle pass. I mean, their battle passes don't even end. They literally never end. You can complete them whenever you want. Whenever you feel like it. Along with them adjusting the daily challenges and the weekly challenges and stuff like that, they're a lot more better, a lot more reasonable. The weapons being buffed up so they're actually, fun to use. So when the challenges bring up certain weapons, you don't want to just die. Overall, not bad. Not bad of a system. Same thing with, did I mention Overwatch? I don't know. The Overwatch, whatever. You get the point. Call of Duty is the only one out of touch, and it's starting to become a joke. And I guarantee, like I said, today's the day when Season 3 is going to drop, and I'm going to be streaming it, but I guarantee that it's I guarantee nothing's going to happen for 6v6. I guarantee that it's going to be just packed with store bundles, of course. $30 bundles where you can't even get what you want out of it. You just have to pay for the $30 bundle and get a bunch of stickers. And I guarantee that it's just going to be nothing else that's going to add into the mix. How much you want to bet that the mid-season update, they're not going to add anything like the Ronin challenge anymore? And that was a cool challenge. That was a really cool challenge, and it was good. But that was, I'm shocked they even did that in the first place, because that's one of the first times I've seen Activision be that generous with giving a freaking camo. A camo. I know, it's a camo, but you think that they would be more generous with that, but no. No, they're not more generous with stuff like that. I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, Battlefield 2042 just completely keeps knocking Call of Duty out, in my opinion. It had a rough start. It was supposed to take out Modern Warfare 2 earlier, but I mean, at this point, bro, sheesh, it's way, well, no, actually it came out with Vanguard. It was supposed to take out COD a while ago. Regardless, at the end of the day, it's pretty darn fun right now, and I still think a lot of you guys should give it a go. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and that notification button. Also, want to chat me this Twitter, do so, Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link to in the description as well. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.